Hello and welcome to another small talk. Newsflash, I am not in the boiler cupboard right now. I am actually lying down on my bed doing this. Why? Because I couldn't be asked to set everything up. So the sound is obviously going to resonate a bit more because it's a bigger room than a cupboard, obviously. But I just couldn't be asked today. I've had a very, very long day. But I figured, I still need to make a video, well, not really a video, but I still need to talk about it. So, I'll just lay in bed and do it, and that I have to do for today, I guess. So yeah, what's been happening? Well, something that annoys me very, very much has happened today. Is that when people come round to the house and no, I was expecting him, but when I stay around for 2 hours, and I'm trying to make it perfectly clear that it gets to a point that I want to be left alone now. I've had a long day, I've had a shitty day, and I just want to be left alone. So I'm dropping hints like crazy. I'm turning stuff off, cleaning up and stuff like that. The person in question did not get the hint, no matter what I do. As I ended up staying there for like 2.5 hours. For fuck's sake. So yeah, I don't know why I'm in such a bad mood today. Actually, I don't know. Weather's bad. It's been raining quite a lot, so I guess it makes me feel a bit more depressed. But yeah, there's nothing really. That and I'm extremely tired. I did a horror film marathon last night, and I stayed up until about 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I was up again at about 6 o'clock. So I'm absolutely shattered. But yeah, nothing really news happened today. I mean, very uneventful. Looking for jobs again. Nothing really pops up. I think I'm going to keep it short for today. I think I'm going to go to sleep early, to be honest. So yeah, so I'm already running out of stuff to talk about. Oh yeah, news. I might be getting my guitar over soon, which I'm quite excited about because I haven't played it in ages, and I really want to get playing again because I really like playing the guitar. Making music, something I really like doing. So when I do get it over, I might play a couple of tunes, and maybe incorporate them into the show. It'll be a blooming radio show then. I'll be moving up in the world. Watch out. But yeah, I remember because I always like to sing when I'm playing the guitar, even though I can't sing for shit. And I know that I can't sing for shit. I haven't really got a singing voice, but I still find it quite nice to sing. It relieves me a bit, But yeah, it's really, really boring at the moment. That's the downside of living in a small village in the middle of nowhere. Is that it's absolutely jack shit to do. It's exciting for the first couple of weeks, I guess, and then it gets to a point where you've seen it all, done it all. There's nothing new to do really, and it's like, oh, this again or that again. Literally, I spend my days now looking for jobs, even though there's absolutely fuck all going now. I think I might just end up moving to a different country, becoming a legal immigrant or something. I don't know. It works for everyone else, so possibly work for me. I don't know. I think I'm going to get 8 for that one. But yeah, I don't know why I've been into horror films a lot lately, even though I get scared really easily. I guess I'm training up for what I don't exactly know, but yeah, I don't know. I've been watching horror films and playing a lot of horror games as well. I said in the last show yesterday that I was getting into the Resident Evil games a lot, even though they're not quite as scary as they used to be. But Yeah, and then there's a few other horror games that I want to try out. Once I get the necessary funds, so to speak. um, but yeah, I was actually because I say I went to the music shop yesterday, and I was looking at microphones as well, because I thought, try and get it to a professional level of entertainment as fast as possible. So I was looking at the microphones, and then I saw the prices of the microphones. Then I looked away from the microphones. So I looked at them. I said, "Nope, that is not going to work out for me." But yeah, it's struggle. Like I said, I'm using a sock as an air filter now. But it does the job, kind of. I guess I don't know. But yeah, that's that. And I actually started another channel before I started this one. A channel I started a while ago, where I was going to read stories that people would come up with, and so I actually started recording a few of the stories that I was reading, and obviously I quite like reading, but I usually read in my head. I don't actually read out loud. And you soon find out that reading in your head and reading out loud is very, very different. Two very different things, So, because I can read really, really well when I'm reading in my head. But as soon as it comes to reading out loud, I found out that I'm actually pretty shit at it, because not only have I not got a narrator's voice, but about every 10 lines or so, I fumble on a word and I have to start over again. And I think I must have started the same page about 20 times. And in the end, I said, "Fuck it, I'm not doing this anymore." I shut down the channel, but I didn't want to do it. And so yeah, that was a failure of a channel. Then I went. That was about a month and a half ago now, and so I went for a while without doing anything particular on YouTube. And so yeah, then I got to this show, and I thought, I found something that I actually might like doing. So yeah, I got around to doing that, and I think even though it might not be entertaining to people, it might not seem great, but to me at least I enjoy doing it. So why the hell not? Uh, so yeah, I actually started doing something similar, even though it wasn't a public thing. But I've got an old dictaphone here, and I used to talk into it, and record. It's sort of like a diary kind of thing. But the thing is the dictaphone that is actually an old dictaphone from the 90s, and you've got one of them micro tapes in it. And I've soon run out of room on the micro tape, and I went to look to see if I could get any more. A little did I know that they're actually now very, very expensive to buy, and so that was a very abrupt ending to my diary. I mean, I've got about 5 or 6 days on there. Just never caught on. So, I don't know. There's a lot of people, I guess, who say that writing diaries or talking into a dictaphone for a diary. There's a lot of people that say it's more of a girls' thing. Well, not necessarily. I find that talking about something after it's happened tends to help you relax. At the end of the day, it's, I don't know why. I don't know why. Just talking about something just helps vent. It helps you relax. It's like I started doing this show. It's a bit awkward at first because it's almost like I was talking to myself, and that's always awkward. Talking to yourself is the first sign of madness, by the way. But yeah, I was doing that. Why am I doing this? I soon find out that I'm actually a sort of therapy. I'm just relaxing when I'm doing it, and so yeah, I caught on, I guess, and this is the fourth one I'm doing now. It's quite enjoyable, but yeah. Oh, yeah, I've had salesmen salespeople come around a lot lately. One of them was for an electric company, and they're going, "Hi, are you with this company?" And I don't know why I'm doing an American accent, but never mind. A very bad American accent, might I add. But yeah, it comes around and goes, "Are you with a certain company, Electric Island?" Actually, it was. I said, "I don't have a bloody clue. Let me go and check." It turns out I was. So I come back and said, "Are you interested in a dynamic electric meter?" I said, "Nope, I'm not. Thank you very much." "Are you aware that we're having a 6% reduction on the cost?" I said, "No, that's something I am interested in, actually. 6%. Actually, no, it's not going to turn, because they do. It's every 3 months I get an electric bill, and usually it's around 100-ish, for 3 months, which is quite good. I tend to save energy. Quite a green person, but yeah, it is usually about 100. So when you consider that, and you consider 6% reduction cost, yeah, that's 6 euro less than that, and it really doesn't change much. Like €6 isn't really anything when it comes to that. But yeah, so I was quite happy at first, and then I realised what it meant. I thought, that's shit. That's really shit. I mean, is that it? 6%. Yeah. But they always try and make you feel better about something, and the banks are exactly the same. There's a thing about current accounts, but I think it's something like, if you put money on there, it's every month you get like 0.5% if you haven't touched it. More of a savings account, I should say. But at first, no one told me exactly what the percentage was. So I was listening to the banker saying, you get a certain amount of interest every month if you don't touch it. I said, "Oh, that sounds good." And then I actually looked into it and found out it was 0.5%. Now, screw you, banks. You take freaking 5% interest on my current account all the time, even though you're the one borrowing the fucking money. And then you have the audacity to give me 0.5% fucking interest on a €10 savings account. That it's not, what is it? It's not even 1 cent a month. Like, I'm going to have to wait 100 years before I get anything substantial out of that. It's ridiculous. Yeah, in 100 years, I'd get €50. That is really fucking shit. But yeah, I don't know. They always seem to. They try and make you feel better about something, and try and they sort of honeypot you, and into believing that you've got the best deal. When actually they're just taking the piss out of you, and you've got the shittiest deal you could ever have. But still, you've got to put up with it, I guess. Something else that I've been quite frustrated about now is stuff suddenly disappearing. I did the washing the other day, and I had a couple of tea towels in there. So I stuck them in the machine, washed them, and dried them out, and whatnot. And then as I was putting all the washing away, so I put everything away, and then I did the washing up, and I went to get a tea towel to dry it. Nowhere to be found. I've looked from top to bottom, turned everything upside down, looked everywhere, and I cannot find the tea towels. I had 2 tea towels, and they completely vanished. So now I've just got a towel out of the cupboard. I didn't actually pay attention, but it's a white towel. So that towel is no longer white. Especially when you're doing a frying pan, when it's had all the grease on it, and sometimes it doesn't pick up all the grease. So obviously I wash it and dry it, but some of the grease that's left over ends up on the towel. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try and find the stain remover now. I'm quite pissed off about that as well. So I don't know why. It's just things lately just doing absolutely everything to get on my nerves. But yeah, other than that, it's been a very uneventful day. Like I said, no, I'm keeping it a bit shorter today. Not much to talk about, and the fact that I really can't be bothered too much today. I'm very, very tired. I'll put more effort into tomorrow's one, perhaps. But yeah, with that being said, thank you for listening, and if you liked don't forget to hit that like button, and if you really enjoyed it, please subscribe. So yeah, thank you for listening, and good night.